On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Now back to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago.
20 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind. Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Townsend. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Shaw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Go D.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A handoff for Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
What When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Throwing to start the drive, Shaw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Sermon. Room here to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Shaw.
They set up the screen for Sermon.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The Rams on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Here's Gibson.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Rams on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Joseph.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 11.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe the sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Point after try forthcoming. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw on second down, Shaw. He completes this to Sutton. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Shaw
drops this one down to Sermon. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards remain on second down.
They'll look to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 6. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, Baldwin.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Townsend. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Justin Fields, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Bucs are able to level their record at 3-3 with the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Townsend. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw on second down. Shaw. Throw left side, complete. That's Sutton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the gun, Shaw.
That'll be complete to Sermon. And he will have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They give to Sermon out of the gun.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on second down, Shaw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Shaw skirts by at the 15. And down inside the 15 he goes.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's the option going left on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Shaw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Max Crosby gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here comes the Bears defense now back out onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And the reception made by Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 23. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now on comes the Bears offense as he'll be called in to go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Beasley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Baldwin, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Joseph. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On second down now, it's Baldwin, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to a 5-point game. A 10-play drive that time, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Green to bring it back.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
On 1st and 10, Shaw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time, it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
2nd and 16.
From the gun, Shaw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He finds his man complete. That's Robbins. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So they don't run it. You said they should be very hesitant to throw it. They completed it, but not enough to pick up the 1st.
But any space you gain there is good space for your punter. So, yes, I said they should run the football. They threw it, got a little bit of distance. Things should be a little bit better now.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it at around the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll run on first down. Baldwin. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baldwin.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 41.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And I guess, partner, you call that a covered sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Throwing on first down. Shaw.
This to the outside, it's Sermon.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, Sermon.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Again, it's Sermon.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after here coming up. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. L.A. set to take over again on offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Green brings it in. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 coming up.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Joseph. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Baldwin with it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now here's a throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man complete. That's Townsend. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Shaw.
He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They run once more with Sermon.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, Sermon.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 5. And time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And caught right side, Green. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Baldwin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Back to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Taking it right down Broadway. 30, 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bears, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.